been some interesting stuff happening lately. Oh, it's Wednesday at, I don't know, like close to, like, I don't know, 5:50 p.m., something like that. But the day before yesterday, Monday, when the community speaking circle thing was going on, everyone at the time was 100% convinced that the police were going to retake their precinct at 8 p.m. And the reaction to that was interesting. Half the people wanted to leave and go march, and they all knew that or they all thought the reality is that the police would be here at 8. And then in the community circle yesterday, they were kind of proposing like moving the CHOP, like going to a different park. And the speaker also expressed a disassociation with the tent people, saying that they weren't part of BLM pretty much. So, I mean, I don't know, but my current suspicion is that we're approaching the end of CHOP. I could be wrong. And either way, well, if it does end, I'll be a little sad. Their announcement. But community meetings are usually at 6 p.m. It's right before then, so they're probably gathering people for that. Huge people. Nice music. Cool sign. Get a close up of this one over here.
We have a lot of swamps in Memphis. Dirty, muddy water.
I'm gonna get a shot of the sign.
In the middle of Cal Anderson Field, if you
it's so cool when you shake the money box. He does it. He really should. He's wiped his ass with $100 bills.
I know you got her, Rich. Make sure y'all both got it. All right.
A people's assembly is about to begin in the middle of Cal Anderson. If you would like to be part of this conversation, please join. We are hoping it will be less of a shit show than yesterday.
Hey, I'm fine, man. Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. Get there right at the beginning of it.
That was a good one. I was thinking about getting like the regular tie-dye one.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back.
I have this suspicion that I forgot to clear my files from last night. I have to pause it and check that.
People's assembly will be happening right about now in the middle of Cal Anderson. It is simply a large group conversation. If you would like to be part of the People's Assembly, please join. It will hopefully be less of a shit show than it was yesterday.
That genre, ambient, like Brian Eno type of music. Really like it. That's in the red shirt in the middle. That's 54 years young man. To the that's the security open carry guy to his right.
Do we have a dedicated mediator for this people's assembly today? Otherwise, I would like to be the facilitator. Okay. Does anyone else have a megaphone and can let people in the tent know that a people's assembly is happening? They care to know? Or can anyone verbally go and just yell, hey, people's assembly? Thank you.
Alright, hold on.
Okay, so first of all,
Let
this
you guys
is
know what.
backup.
Hold on, because what we're not gonna have is another thing that happened yesterday. This assembly was called by this group over here, and this group is called the Collective of CHAZ.
The
Okay?
People's Assembly is not for any group, but yes.
Hold on. Hold on. You represent the Black People Camp Group?
No, I do not. No, I do not. They can. They can.
See, this is the problem.
From what I understand, it's been called so that we can speak to you guys and let you know what's going on and what we figure is going on.
I am not with any group at all.
Okay, congratulations.
Sorry, I just gotta say, for Sarah, I've been trying to help people's assemblies happen at 6 o'clock every day for a long time, and Sarah's one of the people who has been putting so much energy into that. So please listen and let her speak when she speaks. A big problem in my opinion, just while they're not talking, a big problem in my opinion with people's assemblies is that there's a lot of people hogging the mic, there's a lot of speeches.
Yes, no, the People's Assembly was started by a man named Xavier, as well as someone from Occupy Boston who gave us this tool. It does not belong to anyone. I will sit down and not facilitate. However, please understand that my voice is being silenced by Mark Anthony, which is why I'm sitting down right now.
We need to have somebody to facilitate and somebody to keep time so that this does not turn into speeching and we can get things done.
Speak real quick, all right? Can you let me speak? Can you let me speak? Hello, everybody. My name is Angelica. Hello back. Can we use the energy? Hello. Can I get a hello back? Hello. Hello. Hey. It's a beautiful day. I am here as a representative of the leadership group of Capitol Hill occupancy protests. We are here to occupy and protest, not camp. So I'm here to give you guys the mission of what we're doing and how we're going to accomplish these goals if we unite together as one people.
No, it's so dysfunctional here.
So I'm going to let you guys know what our new tactics are in fighting against what the U.S. government or Seattle government thinks was a victory for them. They have been sending us scare tactics to swindle our numbers recently this week, and it's been working. So we are here together to give you guys a message because I have been hearing from a lot of you that you are lost, and so are we for a little while, but we have finally gotten our voices together to come up with a plan where we can occupy that bargaining chip that the government has given us under our constitutional right as long as we want to without legally being harmed or removed if we stay there peacefully. But we must unite as one under one message.
Yes.
Feel me? True? All right, we'll have our soapbox and people will take their own therapy later. But right now we're going to stay on this. So for our next tactic, our next goal is to occupy the precinct that we were given. Under your constitutional right that cannot remove you, you can occupy that space as long as you want to and protest until your demands are met, and that's what our goal is. We have a list of demands. We will be bringing them to the mayor. We'll be bringing them to our House of Representatives. We will get these legislative laws passed, but we must be united. And it starts with occupying that space. Out here, I cannot protect you guys. It's a beautiful energy. I love it. But out here, I cannot protect you. I can't. if girls are getting snatched, I can't see you back there. You feel me? I can't see back there. If they're talking about when they're cutting off the water, that's kind of a tactic plan to see where they're coming from. So they're cutting off the water here. That means they do not want this first. They're not attacking the precinct right now. They're attacking you guys camping. They don't want this image right here. And that's, and we don't, and as the collective, we don't, that's not what we're doing right now. That is not occupying. This is camping. Occupying means taking over that territory over there. And peacefully saying, educating yourself on what we're here for, however you want to do that. Peacefully. So I'm asking you guys today, it is your choice to do this. But if you are here to protest, I need you to occupy protest. It's called CHAZ, Capitol Hill, occupy protest. In order to do that, you must occupy that government space that your tax dollars have already paid for, that they're still paying the lease for, that they're still paying property tax for. What is they don't want you to do? You're tired of paying to do it. So, I need you guys to take your tents and your stalls to bring them to the precinct sidewalk, where I can protect you, where the Constitution can protect you, even though they say they're coming. And if they do come and retaliate, you can tell them what you did 2 weeks ago. Because if you guys weren't afraid of them when they were standing 5 feet away from you, I don't know why you're afraid of a threat. I still haven't seen them. If anyone wants to keep staying in the garden, again, that is your choice, but in order for your safety, if you are here to protest, out here, it's not where it's happening. You can stay in the field if you want to too, but as long as you know that that precinct is your safety net. You were safe there. Okay? But we need everybody unified. I want you guys to know that Black Lives Matter was the ignition fire to this, but everyone is struggling right now, and that's why I see so many faces and demographics here.
That's what's up.
Feel me? There's anger in all y'all, and you guys all see that this system sees you as a second-class citizen, unless you're a part of the 1%.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear
I
it.
will say that again. This government, this whole globe sees you as a second-class citizen, unless you're a part of the 1%. You are in chains. I want you to understand that. So, the first time in U.S. history where we actually have something that they want, I say we use it wisely.
Yes.
Alright, cool with that? We making history, man. I'm trying to bring my kids here in 25 years and show them that this is how humans can actually live. Yeah. You heard? Alright. So again, that I ask that you guys, we fight this tactfully. 2 steps ahead. This government is a business. So we must treat it as a business and be 2 steps ahead of them. We are transitioning the system. The best way to do that is to educate ourselves.
Yes.
We take our children from them. We take $92 billion out of the educational system.
Right.
We take the machinery away from them. We are the machinery. We take our kids away from the schools. We can take their neighborhoods. We can take their cities. We can take their states. Peacefully.
Peacefully.
Tactfully.
Hashtag that shit.
We're going to do this tactfully, all right?
Emphasize peacefully.
So again, the mission
Emphasize
the
peacefully,
mission
my
from
man said.
now on is to move like water. Yes. We will educate you. We will inform you. Every day you have to hear me. We will educate you. We will also have areas where you can have a soapbox area where you can also schedule have self-therapy. We can all come together. Because right now, this moment right now is for some actual demand.
Yes.
Yes. Pass the mic.
That's what
Pass the mic.
All right, so the new mission is to occupy protest. That's what we are all, Capitol Hill, occupy protest. We're leading the world and showing them that we do not need this safety net that they think gives us freedom. We are not free. Not yet. So I ask that you guys take your tents or your stalls, however you are, helping this community and helping this protest continue. Take them towards the precinct area sidewalk near the, inside the barricades where we can see you and protect you and get security tighter. You feel me? And then on Tuesday, we are going to be having a march to an undisclosed location. 2 o'clock. All right? 2 o'clock we will be marching so we can get these demands into legislative law. We need shit passed. We can't keep coming out here and soapboxing. We need shit passed. It's time to get shit done. All right? I'll see y'all later. See you up there on the hill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because it is very far from the original idea of a people's assembly. So the someone who is summarizing all the notes from the different groups that would get to speak to each other, okay?
How many
if you
groups
don't
can
want
there
to
be?
do this, that's fine. Okay? So thumbs up, you want to have a structured people's assembly. Thumbs down, you want me to sit down and allow for this group to go on with their agenda that they already had planned. Thumbs up, you want a structured people's assembly.
Yes.
It hasn't been structured, y'all. People yelling at each other.
I don't know if we have a majority vote. I'm gonna ask for one favor. If you would like to have a structured people's assembly, please stand up and go to this side of the field. If you would like to continue with the agenda and have this group do what, and I'm not saying they're wrong or right, please come to this side of the field.
Kind of with her, actually.
I need
she's
to know
right.
what this group is going to be.
She's right. Not sure what her agenda is.
Decisions democratically as a group.
Why are you dividing the group?
And who's confused? Raise your hand. I am.
We need a compromise.
I'm just checking.
Only you are dividing it.
I'm just checking. This is how democracy works. Because visually I can't tell what's happening with the thumbs up or thumbs down. I just want to visually see. So if you want to have a structured people's assembly with this woman facilitating who I've never seen before but could actually be a wonderful facilitator.
Stop dividing us.
Hey, I need everyone.
We are us.
We are here to Black Lives Matter. I'm not trying to divide this shit. We want to talk. Come back to the circle. Why are you divided? We want to
fighting in the circle.
Properly.
We're not fighting in the circle.
This is not what we all have.
Don't allow any criticism.
We're just on the side. We just did a vote. We're in the circle still.
I understand this with the field, but we haven't even started to even take it. We don't even know what we're talking about. We don't even know what we're talking about. Let's at least get to talking.
The reason I'm doing this is because yesterday's people's assembly was a shit show, and I'm just trying to
And this one
make it
isn't.
better. That's it.
And this one isn't. Let's make today's better. Let's at least hear the topic and then go. Let's hear the topic and then we can go to our group. We haven't even know what we're talking about. That's all I'm trying to say. We don't even know what we're arguing about.
Here, more that way, so that the structure of it, not
Yeah. It's about the structure.
We just don't want people in the circle right here.
yeah, no,
They don't want nobody in the circle.
So then,
They just don't want nobody in the circle.
I got
The
it.
dog can be in the circle, that's different. The dogs can be in the circle,
We've
no
actually
humans.
spent all day.
The dogs can be in the circles, no humans.
And I would like to
No humans.
Yeah, the dogs is okay. No humans in the circle, the dogs. But I got dogs. I love my dogs better than humans. We're on the same page.
Stop the stupid.
But for each of you, for being here yet another day in this beautiful Chop City.
Yeah.
We survived day 3 of when the cops were supposedly gonna come.
Wow, that reminds me of my time.
Alright. So today we we brought everyone here together. Put a little we recognize that there's been a lot of conventions here within our community. And there's been an overwhelming question every day that we've been here. I'll get another microphone in just a second. Sorry. Give a microphone. Sorry about that. Oh, this is so much louder. All right. There's been a lot of discussion recently and a lot of confusion over the last couple of weeks about what the direction is of this movement, what the goals are of this movement, and of course, who the leaders or voices of this movement are. Yesterday, there was a couple of people who came in front of you and claimed to be leaders. It kind of didn't go so well. We thought that the people who make the demands and listen to the voices of you should be people who've been here from the beginning. We are all leaders. We are all leaders. But at the end of the day, certain voices need to be here to facilitate those conversations.
I think you're right.
Amen. Amen. So, today you're going to hear a couple of things. One, a combination of demands that we have been scouring and asking all of you. Just as a brief overall thing, and we'll have a great discussion as to what those demands are to make sure that we all agree with them as protesters. Two, you're going to see a couple of the faces I know that you're familiar with, but that will be representing as a collective of voices for God's mission. All right? Oh. Yeah, I do want to give an overall apology, though, for a lot of the people here have been so conflicted and so separated because, again, there haven't been a leadership that really stepped up. And so we want to genuinely apologize for that and take this time to let you know that there are people who represent you. There are people who listen to you. There are people who hear you. You guys want to hear some of these demands? Yeah. Beautiful. So we've modified them just a little, but also honored all of the ones that are still not answered from the four that we have on the wall. The first, of course, we believe that we need to remove qualified immunity.
Yes! Can you say that again?
Remove qualified immunity. First and foremost, our top demand. Beyond that, when an officer is fired, he will not be rehired.
That's important.
Nationally. Two, funding, refunding in communities in Seattle that need it most, as far as education, housing. Specifically, we are talking about the CD and South Side. This funding will come from 50%. Defunding by 50% of the SPG's budget. Now, the reason why we modified that statement just a little is we wanted to be completely transparent. We understand that we've been saying defund SPD by 50% for black communities, but we wanted to get in front of it. Let's be honest, the communities. Does that matter? Let's be honest about it. The two black communities in this city that need the most help, that we have taken the most advantage of, are the CD and the South Side. Let's own it.
Wait, is that about black ownership?
Yes.
Hey, let's have a vote.
And also towards education. Yeah, we can
Let's have a vote.
All right.
We need a leader.
3.
There has to be a leader.
And all I'm doing is giving you the option. We'll talk about this in a second. All right, 3. Removal of felon. Actual accountability for officers. When an officer, there,
That could happen.
actual accountability for officers as they stand. In other words, you want body cams. It's not just on officers.
Talk into the megaphone.
Talk into the megaphone. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. From the diaphragm. So we're looking for actual accountability for officers, or to officers.
That needs to happen.
Where we extend the illegal search and seizure. In other words, if an officer does not have the video of a body cam or a dash cam, the case will be dropped.
Yeah.
If an officer has a body cam and it is not on and a citizen is injured, it's opposite fault.
Hey, I never thought of that.
And without that qualified immunity, of course, they will be prosecuted just like us. 5, and this is something that we found is very critical, but hasn't really been spoken enough here for these protesters, not just releasing from jail, but amnesty for all protesters. You should not be punished for fighting for the rights that you know are right.
Why is that not a law already?
I agree. That's what we're demanding. Why is that not a law already?
Yeah, it's like
All
the First
protesters,
Amendment of
not
the
just
Constitution.
nonviolent.
But I think that is a law already.
Oh, okay. Beyond this, we want And beyond this, above all things, we want complete and utter transparency throughout this process. It is too late. It is too late in the century and too late in our era to keep hiding things from our people.
Let's expose them!
Yeah, let's expose them, exactly. Let's expose these pigs, alright? So we hope to be utilizing this by implementing a variant of the Minneapolis laws that have been created. 2 minutes, alright. So this is just an overall overview of some of these demands. I'd like to now introduce you to some of the voices of this movement. Thank you.
No more recording. Thank you.
No more recording.
Wait, why no more recording?
Because we're trying to keep them anonymous.
Fair enough.
They're already targeted.
That's the truth.
Over there. There's someone filming over there. They've been filming the whole time.
They've been filming the whole time?
Yeah, right
No
straight
way.
straight across from us.
That's what's up.
She said what we need to hear.
Hi, community members of CHOP.
Good afternoon.
How y'all doing today?
Woo!
I said, how y'all doing today?
Woo!
Now, as I understand, well, first off, I'm gonna start with my name is Rook. Some of you guys see me around, some of you haven't, but for those of you that haven't, my name is Rook. As I understand, lately we've been experiencing some confusion as of what we're doing, what to do next, why all the moving's going around, concerns about safety. So I ended up meeting with a group of individuals that saw it fit to take initiative in how we can restructure our organization so that we can get back to what we were doing. We have to stick to what was working for us. Unfortunately, in this recent time, we were deterred from the mission due to the divisive tactics by outside forces. Unfortunately, what's done is done, but what we can look forward to is what we're going to do next. By all means, I do want to make this clear. Personally, and as this collective of people, we are here for the people. We are the people. We're not counting anybody out. We're just telling you guys this plan so that we can have organization, so that we can see our demands met, because I'm pretty sure all of us don't want to quit this fight. We can have everything that we want, and I want to make clear first before I go on, that we can have everything that we want, but the only way that it's going to be given to us, because it's really already ours, but we're being tested as a people.
Why are we talking about it? Let's do something. What Angelica said.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Hey, he has a point.
Yeah, we all just go to motion.
There's no divisiveness in our group. Like I said, we're all the people. We're for the people. Everyone's on the same accord. That is why we are having this meeting, to make sure everyone is on the same accord. So as I was saying, we already have what we want. We've already manifested ourselves this far to get here. We've been moving on faith. The only way that it's going to be put into our hands, secure, is with love and unity for each other. enough of the small talk. The plan. We see that the field has become a dangerous space for our organized protesters. So, because we're thinking of the people first, and always the people first, for your safety, we have decided to have everybody that is staying at CHOP in tents to relocate tents to in front of the precinct or around the precinct on 12th and Pine. To put it in perspective for you guys, it was an uphill battle for us to get to where we're at right now, right?
Yes, it was.
So, now they want it back because we're sitting at the top. We got to make them fight the uphill battle while we're climbing up higher on the hill.
I really don't think they're sitting on the top.
So, all of the organized protesters that are actively protesting and staying on the grounds, we would like you to move your tent to 12th and Pine around the precinct so we can peacefully occupy and organize protests for our demands. The last part that I will say is so that you guys can resonate on this. It's not for sure that we're going to do this, but as a plan of action right now, we want to develop a schedule so that everyone is one fit to do what we're doing. And secondly, so that we can continue to mobilize and move around and occupy other spaces while holding this one down effectively.
That needs to happen.
To put that in layman terms, that means we will not leave CHOP. However, it will act as our home and the world will act as our playground. Thank you guys for your time. Now coming to the speaker is Mark Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. All right, as you guys heard, my name is Mark Anthony. I am a Seattle native. I've lived here my entire life. I was born at Providence Hospital. I lived up on 20th and Union growing up. But gentrification happened, and I don't live in Seattle anymore. I'll be honest with you guys. I live a little bit further south. But regardless, I've been out here for 3 weeks because this is my city, and I will continue to fight with each and every one of you.
That's what's up.
That being said, I feel like my role here is to try to make sure that we stay focused. I want to make sure that we accomplish the goals that we have set out to achieve. I want to make sure that SPD gets defunded. I want to make sure that our protesters are freed. And I want to make sure that we reinvest into the community. But I don't want you guys to misunderstand that I'm not doing this just for Seattle. I will repeat, I am not doing this just for Seattle. As I just said, I don't even live in Seattle right now. I am doing this because I want Seattle to be seen as a light to the world, as an example that positive change is possible when people come together as a group, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of any kind of divisions that we have. If we can get along and communicate with each other, we can achieve a lot. So, getting back to the focus, you guys, the thing that united us behind this movement right now is that each and every one of us was witness to a man named George Floyd having a knee in his neck by police officers for almost 9 minutes until he died. That is the reason that I have met everybody here. I knew nobody here prior to 3.5 weeks ago, except for AJ, and I almost forgot I knew him.
We're all here for the same reason.
That is correct. We are all here for the same reason. That is 100% correct. And what is that reason? That reason is that we all believe that we should have the rights guaranteed to us in the Constitution. We all believe that there are better ways of policing people than by having a man with a gun show up at your door every time.
Woo! Yeah!
So we need to sit down and talk about them because this country was built on a broken system.
Yes!
This country was built on a broken system. And until we fix that system from the ground up, it will continue to be broken. No matter how many officers we fire, no matter how many officers we suspend, we need to fix the system.
Yeah!
That being said, I've heard the word systemic change thrown around a lot.
I heard that!
This is not just a systemic problem.
Sorry.
This is a societal problem.
Woo!
And the reason that we have made such a change here is not because of people like myself, it is because of people like 93% of the rest of it.
Yeah!
Seattle is a 93% white city.
Give yourselves a hand.
Yeah!
They have not had
We're here with you.
that you guys have. So I think each and every one of you for stepping up.
We thank you!
I have never been prouder of my city, and I promise you guys, I say that like every other day now. But once again, we must remain focused. We need all of our allies for this fight because this is a war. Do not be confused. This is a war. But this is not a war that will be fought with guns and knives. This is a war that will be fought with words.
Yep.
It is not a war that we started. They started this war when they started undervaluing education. They started this war when they started lying to us in our schools and in the media.
Amen.
They started this war a long time ago, honestly. They've been lying to us for centuries. But the fact is, they messed with the wrong city this time, didn't they?
Yeah!
Seattle has the smartest people in the world, and we will continue to prove it until this war is won. That being said, we are making plans. We are going to continue this movement, and we need each and every one of you to stand with us. So I would like to make an announcement right now that on Saturday, around 2 p.m., we will be having a march to an undisclosed location. And yes, this will be a special type of march. I encourage you all to be there, and I look forward to seeing and meeting each and every one of you guys.
Be unified this whole time, and that's what we are trying to do. I think that everybody's real passionate. It makes sense that we're all out here.
Whoa, sorry.
I said that we haven't been exactly unified this whole time, but we are unified with what we want. It's pretty interesting. I don't usually do this talking stuff, so I'm gonna make this quick. Everyone's passionate here. Everyone's quick and ready to jump on one person who's not saying one thing that they don't fuck with. I just encourage you guys to be patient, man. We're trying to do a lot out here. And we're kids, man. You know, we're fighting a bigger thing up here. So just be patient. We're out here and we're gonna continue doing what we're doing. I haven't heard shit about the cops promising that there's gonna be body cams or that they're gonna actually put anything into a real community that's not just this. I mean, look, we want this, but what I'm trying to say is we really want to invest into the communities that really need it, because if this is just it, I mean, we got more to fucking fight for, is all I'm saying. So, I don't know. I actually meant to only come up here and tell you guys to follow the Inside Shop. That's a place where you can see content and kind of reach out and communicate with us if you guys want to help. It's new. There's other Chop Instagrams. There's already other Chop shit. Well, look, I'll be 100%. If you go to my Facebook page, I'm the first person to post anything about CHOP ever. We made CHOP. It's real. So, and you know, I fuck with everybody that I've met. I'm not here to say that anybody's wrong. I fuck with them. I fuck with the Black Collective Voice. I fuck with all these people, man. We're all trying to fight for something. You know what I mean? And I hate as a human seeing everybody fight with each other. But yo, us, you might know us, these people over here. We're Inside CHOP on Instagram and on Twitter. We're finally catching up. We've been out here fighting, doing security, protesting, fucking not sleeping, out here with everything that you guys have been hearing on the news. So thanks for being patient. Like I said, Inside CHOP, go follow that.
There will be a people's assembly after the speakers.
Hi, my name is Shannon Alberts, and I just thought I'd introduce myself. I just wanted to thank everybody here. And everybody who's been coming out and showing up every day. It's so beautiful, and I shit you not, it makes me cry every time when I see people here awakening to what that poster says right back there. I literally just moved back from California after being gone for 10 years. I went to high school up on the hill, Holy Names Academy. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. They have forgotten me. I asked to hold a vigil up there when this all began. They're like, oh, well, it's too much. I showed them and tagged them in the video of where my tent got sea-gassed and was targeted. Crickets. That is why I am out here every day, 24/7 basically, not sleeping. This is the greatest group project anybody has been involved with. This is the birth of the second civil rights. This is human rights. The people who made this a civil rights, they didn't even agree with that because civility is just a word that privileged people use so that they can be rude. So you don't call them out on their racist, sexist comments. And I can tell you, I've been protesting since I was 5. I have been abused, tortured by this system, and I am asking, and that's what we are all asking, stop being complicit. And that's why it's so exciting to see all of you not being complicit to all that privilege and all of that racism, all that sexism, and all of that to make sure that Black lives really do fucking matter.
All lives matter.
Alright guys, I'm a short and to the point type of person. My name is Yoli. I've been here before Chop and after Chop. I have children out here 24/7, but I can give what I can give. And basically at the end of the day, my message to everyone is we all need to unify globally. This can't be just here. It can't just be in Washington. It can't just be in the United States. We have to reach everyone in every nook, every cranny. And guess what? It's not about color. It's about a human species. We are one, and our planet is one. We don't have anywhere else to go. We're destroying our planet, and these people are trying to bring awareness to so much. You can put a label on it, you can put a name on it, but at the end of the day, one species, one Earth. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tony. I've been here since day one, before we even all started joining to come and start, sitting here in front of all the police.
Louder!
I've been here since day one. I recently just got a tattoo. Because I've been through all the shit going on here. I've been through all the police, hitting us with flash grenades and tear gas and all that shit, rubber bullets. I've had it all. I've got it all. And I appreciate all you guys being out here and coming every single day. I know that our numbers have gone down, and people are asking and wondering that, hey, what do we do from here? Are we gonna sit here, or are we gonna are we gonna go to the Seattle Space Needle and sit down there? the answer to that is that I don't know. It's up to all you guys. To be honest, it's not my decision, nor it is anybody else's decision besides yours. You know. Now there has been some problems going on still with people stealing. Like we need people to have eyes. You know. Like please make you guys do that. Like keep eyes on and keep people accountable because what's going on here is not okay. I'm having complaints after complaints after complaints, and that does not look good on us. Especially us when we're trying to create a community. And I got my backpacks, both my backpacks stolen yesterday, or last night, coming in today. I found one of them, but it didn't have anything in it, you know? And I'm just very sad about that, but hey, I'm happy that I get to see you guys, I get to hear from you guys, I get to, conversate with all you guys, and I just want to let you guys know I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you.
How we doing? How we doing? Everybody can hear me? Live.
Good stretch.
Stand up, you're alive. You're not alive. Hey, in spirit, in spirit. I understand. You gotta pass.
I would, but my leg is a pillow.
Raise your hand if you can breathe.
I can't breathe. I forgot how to breathe.
At 7:30, if you are black and indigenous, male, we will be meeting over there at 7:30. That was just my breather and announcement. 7:30 and 11:30 if you missed the 7:30 time. Thank you guys for your time. Black and indigenous males at the 7:30 and 11:30. If you want to be there, thank you.
I imagine like Native American or like I guess recognize
I don't know if a lot of y'all are.
Louder!
I believe that a lot of people is confused right now. Feel me? But I look around, I got a good amount of numbers that's not confused. Everyone that's sitting in this circle, standing up in this circle, is some people that realize that we never should have stopped, that there's no stopping, that we was chanting every day, and we're still out here every single day. You guys are the people, so I just want y'all to clap for yourself real quick, you feel me? Everybody just clap for yourself. I want all y'all right here to clap for yourself. What I came to realize is that we build the community, black people. I know it might seem like there's white faces that did it, but Black Lives Matter is what did this right here, this community that we built. This no police, no authority community was built on Black Lives Matter protesting. That just chant every day, being here, is what built this. And what we built, guys, we realized that we built a community where now we're not fighting the police anymore. We're fighting against our own people. So I just want to know if any one of y'all right here have the solution of how you don't fight against your people. You feel me? How you calm down the madman that's coming at you. How you don't hit that person. So because that's my first thing to do when there's a madman trying to take my life is just to hit that person. So I want everybody that's right here, you feel me? The strong people that stayed, that chose to be loyal to this movement, to teach me now like how to talk to the bad people that's gonna come around us to try to mess up this protest. You feel me? But I always hear there's a lot of people saying, what's the next move? We got a precinct. We have a precinct. You guys want to defund the police? Jenny came out a couple weeks ago and said, we cannot do things overnight. Do you know what we're supposed to do about that? We're supposed to make them spend their money. Right now, they're spending money, don't you think so? Occupying this precinct right now?
Yes,
they're
sir.
spending a whole lot of money not working in this precinct, but making sure that no one goes in there. Do you know what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to hit another precinct and stand in front of that all day. Right now, we have one precinct in Washington that's not being occupied by no police. You feel me? You want to defund the police? You want there to be no police system? You start going to every precinct. Just like how homie said, he's not only doing this for the SPD. I'm doing this for, y'all say SPD, what about Everett? What about Linwood? What about the sheriff? You feel me? What about them? You don't think they did things? Come on. I'm being honest with y'all. They did a whole lot. But we only chanting SPD, defund SPD. That sign says SPD. No, all police. We gotta go stand in front of every single precinct. Every single one of them. You guys think you guys are bored? I feel like a lot of people out there is bored. A lot of people are trying to figure out what's the next move. Ask them what's the next move. Start your own protest. Start getting people in your neighborhood. I'm not even from here. You feel me? I travel from Everett to come down here and come protest here. You feel me? So I want people to start gathering people in their neighborhood and start chanting outside their precinct until the cops choose to leave, and now they have an occupied space as well. You feel me? Let that shit grow. A lot of people left, and there's a lot of people that's gonna stay. It's all about who stays. You feel me? Flies will follow flies, monkey will do what monkeys do, but leaders will stay. And we all right here, our own leaders. This just shows that everybody have their own mentality, so use that wisely. Everybody use your mentality wisely. Power to the people. I'm gonna make this short. We are not leaving. We are not leaving. We are not going anywhere. We are staying. We are making history right here. We're making history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna clear up one thing. People keep saying I'm a very violent person. People keep saying I'm a Trump supporter. People keep saying that I represent law enforcement. I represent community project management.
Can you say that again?
I represent the community. The community makes the final vote. I do not support President Trump. All I say about President Trump is one thing. He's not a racist. White people, black people. He's not a racist. He's an opportunist. He goes with the power of his base. He's not a stupid man. Do not underestimate President Trump for a second. He don't smoke. He don't drink. He's always focused. What we got here is special. Think about it. Think about this, man. Really, if you was in Washington, D.C., DuPont Circle, Pennsylvania Avenue, Georgetown, you might have lasted one day, maybe. The federal troops will come in, wipe you out. So if he wanted to come here with his troops, maybe you'll last a day, maybe two, maybe. See Seattle, Washington. See right here? This is special. We moving mountains. This is all over the world. Our council people, support our council people. Support everybody that's a part of us. Please. I'm not a violent person. I mean it. If I do anything that y'all think is not right, please come to me. Hey, Rick, that wasn't right. De-escalation. But I done had knives pulled on me. I done had people had a 2x4 with a nail in it go through my thumb. I had people come at me. I had people assault me. I never killed nobody. I done shot off 2 warning shots. A sexual abuser right here. That's why this field is not safe.
Everybody that's with us, see right there? Right there? Because the council and us, we're not babysitting you no more. The dope fiends, the drug addicts, the thugs, the knuckleheads, you're not part of the movement. You're not part of the community. So please, if you're not part of the community, you're not with us, beside us, get out the way. Just get out the way. Don't make us use force. Please, don't make us use force. Get out the way.
You can control if you use force. You can control who uses force. You need to control.
This way we got the police here.
Please, Clark. Clark. I'll tell you what. Clark. You know why I'm asking you to do that? Clap. You know why? So we can be on the same page. So we can be on the same page, please. Let's stop dividing.
Let Sarah speak.
I'm about to.
She gonna speak next. She gonna speak. Sarah gonna speak.
Stop the division. Stop the violence. Stop the arguments. Stop the drama. And stop the stupid.
I hope everybody's doing well today. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me though? Okay, thank you. My name is Yellow, and I want to share my thoughts right now because I wanted to be here yesterday, but I got so many different words from yesterday. And to speak my words, to remind everybody the main reason why we are here. We are trying to work together to make a move. We are trying to work together to make things more right, in the right direction. We're trying to move. We're all trying to make it better. And we can. I'm telling you, we can do that. I tend to get caught up with an emotional response every time it's on. I understand things are rough right now, but we have to stay focused as a whole unit. We cannot be separated with our hearts and with our minds. I know I'm not the only one that wants to flip out, but if we do that, society will look at us and label us. And we don't want that. We want to show them that we're here for the people. We're here to try to make a movement for the people. And for all the leaders, listen up. As a leader, we really need to lead one another, right? We're here for one another. We must learn to listen then for one another if we're going to teach. We must be able to try to understand that point of view because I believe there's many great teachers in here. I'm not knocking nobody for their teaching, but I also believe there's many great learners out here as well. And I also believe they both deserve an equal opportunity on learning to move forward on the next step for this movement. So everybody, please stay focused, stay blessed. Have a good evening. Thank you.
I'm going to make this super short. First of all, this was not a people's assembly. If you have the patience to stay for a people's assembly, that is going to be groups of people talking to each other about the long-term ideas of CHOP, the short-term ideas of CHOP, the vibe. We might have other groups, but right now there's a really important announcement that has to happen.
I'm here actually as an emissary of the Black Panther Party from the East Coast, but I'm also one of the original Yippies. You may remember that we ended the Vietnam War and impeached Richard Nixon. Woo! Now everybody's talking about replacing the police, but how do you do that? 40 years ago, we started developing an African rainforest plant medicine that gets people off of heroin overnight. It gets people off crystal meth overnight. So all these people with a drug problem should be afflicted with police. You could give them a dose of ibogaine in the morning when they have dope sickness, and 30 minutes later the dope sickness goes away and never comes back. We don't need cops. We need doctors. We need nurses. We need EMTs. And I am here to announce that the Yippies are bringing 40 doses of ibogaine to Seattle, to the CHOP, to get 40 drug-addicted people off of drugs and show the only reason that we don't have the cure for drugs now is that the government made ibogaine illegal in the 60s. So just take the cops out and we will cure the drug addicts.
Yo, we did it. Pass the mic, pass the mic.
Please come into the circle. Alright, so a People's Assembly, the first one that was started, we've kind of kept the format. And one of the flaws of it is that there has not been someone here that is like dedicated, responsible for keeping the format of the People's Assembly. So what happened today is people just deciding to have a meeting at the same time that is not a People's Assembly, but people still have an absolute right to speak, right? I'm not trying to silence anyone. But so the idea of a People's Assembly is that we break off into groups, and the simplest way to do it, there can be more groups, but the fastest thing to do right now is to opinion, philosophy, or emotion. This is the time for that announcement. All right. So.
That's a disruption.
Are we going to talk about community defense?
Is community defense short-term or long-term? Short-term. Immediate. Okay.
It's kind of both.
Long-term strategies, if you want to.
Thank you. Just because this is trickling off, and let me get your agreement too on this so people can see that we're in agreement on this. We're agreeing to have a people's assembly tomorrow at 5. It seems like 6 is just such a contentious time. It already conflicts with one march that we know of. So please come here tomorrow at 5 p.m. if you want a real people's assembly, not what we saw here today up until now, but tomorrow at 5. And please spread the word to your friends. We have to make this people's assembly thing work so we're all in communication and we're not tearing each other apart. Thank you so much.
Okay, so if you would like to talk about the long-term strategy of CHAZ, please make a large enough circle so everyone can sit in it on this side of the field. If you would like to talk about the short-term strategy of CHAZ, please make a large circle in the center of this field where everyone can be in the circle. If you would like to talk about the vibe of CHAZ, the general stretch feeling, please make a circle on this side of the field, large enough that everyone, and every circle needs to have volunteer facilitator, timekeeper, stat keeper, and note taker. Each person should talk for about 1 minute unless we decide something else. 1 minute sounds reasonable to me. So, long-term strategies over here in a big circle.
I may come back here in just a little bit.
Short-term strategy, like an actual circle. 5 steps for like the end pass.
I want to be an ambulance chaser, but there's an ambulance over there. So I'm just going to see what's going on. If it's not interesting, the file will not be included. And I got a taser over there. Yeah, it's not interesting. Not sure how people will deal with me filming in the small groups. I may just ask.
What's over there? That's where the cotton and stuff is.
Let's see, are there any cameras? There are 0. Makes it awkward for me. I'm gonna stop recording, maybe see if I can ask. Yeah, so there's 3 circles over there right now. I think it's like for long term, short term, and then like how people feel about things. And I like the idea, but like I just stood on the edge of the circle and I couldn't hear what anyone was saying because there's no microphone, so it's not. I talked to a 54-year-old young man, so asking him like which circle's what, and he just said this is bullshit. Which yeah, it is a little bullshit. Not in terms of what they're talking about, but just the fact that there's like a logistical problem with people hearing each other.
We gotta understand, we are the ones that hold the government accountable. We're the ones. It's time to take our share back. And that's why I love this place right here. Taking our share back. All the people. Let's come with love with it. I really appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Thank y'all. Thank you. That's what this is about.
Guy like lip syncing over there. The drone's pretty cool. The first time I've heard that chant. It's usually out of your homes into the street, but that was off of your phones into the street. It's like someone cleaned this up, and used to be a lot more like burnt candles at the bottom there, but we got like plants and everything here now. That's a new one. Nice when I get that right there. I get all the art. That's cool. That's like brand new, I think.
I am now, apparently. But it used to be a Pisces. It just switched it.
Wait, you're a Pisces?
Yeah, March 4th.
This is an old one, but this is funny. Vampire Jenny. I should make that a thumbnail. I don't know. It's it's just information. Below too. Yeah, the big community speaking circle today was pretty interesting. It was pretty calm, and people were kind of specific, and it seems like people are getting oriented toward the actionable. Not entirely, because still some people are kind of making vague plans, but people are making specific plans. I thought it was interesting though, the one lady who made the all people and kind of environmental speech. Seemed like that was well received. The general message of all lives matter, that slogan, people tend to think, people commonly around here anyways, tend to think that detracts from the focus of Black Lives Matter. But what that lady said reminded me of what the Native Americans said. Like, I remember this point was, hey, if the earth is unlivable, none of this matters. And that one resonated with me. I think it did with a lot of people. Yeah, so I feel like everyone feels like the future of the CHOP is pretty uncertain. So yeah, that's it for today.